So friends, in a very limited and narrowly tailored way, a judge finally just told Donald Trump to shut up. Let's talk about that, because justice matters. Hey all, Glenn Kirshner here. Well friends, finally, a judge has restricted Donald Trump's false, dangerous, despicable speech and posts. Now it's not a gag order. He's not being gagged. He's not being prohibited from talking about his case or falsely proclaiming his innocence. No, it is a narrowly tailored prohibition that New York State Court Judge Arthur Engoron, who's presiding over Trump's New York State fraud trial, that Judge Engoron placed on Donald Trump after Trump posted a picture of Judge Engoron's law clerk that was taken with Senator Chuck Schumer, and Donald Trump labeled the post Schumer's girlfriend. Here is the brand new reporting from the New York Times. Headline: Trump ordered not to comment on judge's staff in fraud case. And that article begins, Donald Trump was chastised on Tuesday by the judge presiding over his civil fraud trial after the former president posted a message targeting the judge's law clerk. Mr. Trump attacked the clerk, Allison Greenfield, shortly before noon on his Truth Social site. His post was a picture of Ms. Greenfield with Senator Chuck Schumer, the Democratic Majority Leader. Mr. Trump mocked Ms. Greenfield as Schumer's girlfriend and said that the case against him should be dismissed. The post was taken down during a lunch break around 1:30 p.m. Justice Arthur Engoron, after the break, explained what had happened, though he did not name Ms. Greenfield or Mr. Trump, referring to him only as a defendant. Quote from Judge Engoron, "Personal attacks on my members of my court staff are unacceptable, inappropriate, and I will not tolerate them under any circumstances," close quote, the judge said. Justice Engoron said that his statement should be considered a gag order, forbidding any posts, emails, or public remarks about members of his staff. The judge added that serious sanctions would follow were he to be disobeyed. So friends, what should we make of this development, this long overdue development? First of all, I am thrilled that a judge, any judge, has decided to do what the law allows. Issue a shut-up order, a partial gag order. Okay, shut-up order is my characterization. But please don't get me wrong about the concern I'm about to voice. Judges, in my experience, I spent 30 years in courtrooms, both military and civilian, prosecuting cases. Judges are ordinarily very protective of their law clerks, as well they should be. Often law clerks are volunteer positions, they're internships. They can be staff and salaried clerks, but guess what? They're not making much to be part of the machinery of justice, to assist the judge in, for example, researching issues and writing opinions and sort of corralling the various parties that need to be corralled during the course of the trial. You know, law clerks are, in a very real sense, some of the unsung heroes of our court system. So judges are very, very protective of their clerks. And I'm glad Judge Engoron was so protective of his clerk when Donald Trump despicably posted something about her, that he snapped right into action and put a gag order, a partial gag order, he refers to it as a gag order, on Donald Trump. That is a good thing, and it is long overdue. But Donald Trump has been endangering witnesses, jurors, prosecutors, judges, and their respective family members for so very long. And it took a threat to a law clerk, and make no mistake about it. This is Donald Trump identifying Judge Engoron's clerk, posting her photograph, lying about her, and saying that this picture ought to serve as a basis to dismiss the case against him. This is him endangering that law clerk, sending the message out to his supporters, just like he did when he said, hey, your vote was stolen, get down to the Capitol and stop the steal. He knows precisely what he's doing. It took this kind of a threat to a law clerk and a very appropriately protective judge to snap into action to protect that clerk and to protect all of the judge's staff. How about judges step up and protect all of the witnesses and prosecutors and jurors and others, their family members, who Donald Trump continues to endanger with his reckless speech, with his dangerous posts, because he's been able to do it with complete impunity thus far until today. So yes, bravo, Judge Engoron. This is neither a complaint nor a criticism of what he did. He took prompt action, maybe only in New York. But how about the other judges step up and begin to protect others who maybe aren't as at risk as a law clerk is? How about other judges begin to issue narrowly restricted limitations and prohibitions on Donald Trump's speech and on his posts? And yes, I know, I'm aware that Jack Smith has asked Judge Tanya Chutkan in Trump's federal prosecution in Washington, D.C., to place just such restrictions on Donald Trump. And that litigation has been ongoing for some time while the parties file briefs and reply briefs and responses to the reply briefs. And now it's set for a hearing. I'll be in the courtroom on October 16th when Judge Chutkan takes this up. And if I had to bet my $1, you've heard me say it before, friends, I am not a high roller. I'm not a gambling man. $1 is my betting limit. I would put the full buck on Judge Chutkan imposing a similar restriction on Donald Trump's speech and posts. Because just in recent days, Donald Trump has threatened the Attorney General, who's pursuing the very civil fraud case against him right now. He said, quote, people should go after the Attorney General. Are you flippin' kidding me? He endangered the former chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Mark Milley, by suggesting he should be executed. And General Milley is a witness against Donald Trump. How about other judges step up and be just as concerned about all of those other people that Donald Trump is endangering as Judge Engoron was concerned about his clerk and his court staff? It's time. It's time to shut Trump up with a narrowly tailored set of restrictions designed to put a stop to the danger he presents to others. Because justice matters. Friends, as always, please stay safe, please stay tuned, and I look forward to talking with you all again tomorrow.